They still have that scout, as we highlighted before. They're able to successfully save, but Twistzz and Karrigan turn it up a notch, pour the gasoline on, and although Ents didn't really have much in this round, they'll have a buy into the next. As you touched on, it could be their last chance now, as we've got into such dangerous, awkward situations where Snappy desperately just trying to clamber on for a kill or two, and D-Hat with just a USP can't really foreseeably get anything out of this round at this point.
Yeah, when you had that line about dousing gasoline, my brain is so broken that I was thinking about someone throwing gasoline inside of a sauna.
Definitely knows now, obviously, as the Deagle spam comes in, but that's only the one player at the moment over here. Trying to waste a little bit of time, maybe keep some players in position as the rest of them move forward on B. And, well, Dexter not as aggressive as previously. Instead, tucked in up close behind the wooden panel. And, well, with a flash from his teammate, 2 free kills. And eventually, he doubles down and brings it up to a quad. Maybe even the ace to come. The only thing is, Hunter's actually lurking around mid, so I don't know if it's going to be allowed. But either way, he's gone ahead and made sure they weren't going to lose any.
And Mao's happy to lap up everything they're given. Rob's just probing, and that's a shot. Amanek on the jump peak goes down. Critical opening. If they can get up short now, this gets very ugly indeed. Jack's spray timing not quite there. And well, now an isolated figure in the form of Hunter. Just an MP9 to work with as well. Smokes drops everything to try and get himself out of that angle and try and buy time for the support. He's done just that. Jax does well on the second attempt. Frozen will trade for one. And actually, Frozen finds the second. NiKo goes down. Acor with the FAMAS makes it a 2-on-1. And Jax has got a clutch up out of absolutely nowhere. Already 3 kills in the round. He's looking for the ace. Rops does still have that scout in hand, though. Drops down to the back bench. Bomb's positioning is going to become very awkward. Stuck by that window. Jax is locking it out. Rops, oh, the timing could be critical. If Jax swings here, he's got a man with his back turned. He finds the first and the ace. G2 bailed out of dodge. If that bomb is on site, it is a complete... Recovers the smoke from the fallen Dexter, but there's still a couple of players over on B, and Amanek shoulder peeking will get the information, baiting him beautifully for Nexa. He goes down, but that's not the problem. Nexa gets his second, staying alive, buying so much time. How does he get a third there? Frozen, yes, he'll deal with NiKo late on A, but he's in the 1v3 regardless. His team lambs to the slaughter on the B bomb site, and... well, it's just a question of how much he can get done realistically, right? Plenty of rounds in the bag, no point saving the armor. Let's see how many frags he can find, aware of a possible flank behind. There are plenty of headshot angles here. Finds the first and the second. Frozen looking to make it happen in the 1v4. He's cleared out this B-bomb site near entirely. Nexa would need a quad kill of his own to make this winnable, and the P250's going to find it up close and personal. We wanted some of these names to show up. We wanted them to fight with Rops. Frozen does exactly that. A quad kill in the pistol, and Mousebots are up 14-2.
They're trying to cross outside, but this has been a bit of a reoccurring nightmare for the side of Vitality. Finally, some good news for the Vitality side. Apex gets the opener, and through this smoke, you are playing with fire. They boost Spinks up. He turns that into a one-way, and he goes on to double up in the blink of an eye. Vitality have had to wait for on the fade. We need to check Boiler. Nork could get away with absolute murder. Only good for one. Down in the pit now, ZTR redirects his attention to short. The mollies have churned up these 2 short side players. It's another attempt at a big clutch, and the molly burns out Masuta. Oh dear. For Shoxy, he's out of the round. He's saving. He's gone. ZTR. It's a big clutch to find down in the pit. The mollies to short, the utility there from NIP to win that a man down with mostly pistols still in play was unreal, right? The smoke at long to waste time off the clock, the double molly into short that burns out Masuta, brings Shock so low that he has no choice but to save, and gives so much time to ZTR choosing, you know, which fight he wants to take and when on his terms down.
Get in this round.
Smoke has forced away Karrigan, but they may have to push out into him. He's on 13 kills at the moment, and it's coming head-to-head with Snappy, who takes his head clean off. Broky gets one in return. A weakened Spinks has to pull the plug and get out of there, but the player advantage is in favor of Ents, and now the grenade's starting to rain onto the site. Molly's to the top of train, forcing away some of these angles. There's still 50 seconds to play with. That flick from Broky is a thing of beauty, and he may not be done just yet. No players have IV, but there's no way of him knowing that. And so he has to be cognizant. He has to do his due diligence before he flicks in for another one. And Snappy, his next victim. He is a predator stalking this round. 30 seconds to play with. Flash up
and with missed shots coming in, he's gone on a bit of a tear. Shox is now low. Nork is still alive, and alongside him it's ZTR. Apex, a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and giving that kill over now leaves it on Shoxy with 5 points of health. As good as this guy is in clutches, this is asking a hell of a lot. They don't know where the second man is either. Shox now set up in the pool, needs to be flawless. And there's the first. The follow-up brings Nork down low, and it's Shox with 5 HP to make the 1v2 happen and keep the dream alive for Vitality of a victory on this first map.
Oh, that's a dirty tap there for Shox, and even the damage through the wall as well. He barely sees the orb, and Shox lays it to rest. After a very good B hold as well, considering that was a 5-man execute. Nork was gifted a kill, getting back into the retake, but Shox repositions to perfection. And reads a double coffin.
Doubled up. Apex is now trying to hold the line. Shoxy goes running into the action, but they do give ZTR those 2 1v1s to carve a path into the clutch. Now a 1v2. ZTR with the bomb planted. Both players for Vitality coming through CT. This is not an easy clutch by any stretch of the imagination. Vitality are going to try and play this one together. They're trying to play for the trade. ZTR has his work cut out for it, but in with the first. Oh, with the spray. Not quite enough to deal with RPK, and that trade comes in. Exactly what Vitality were hoping for, right? Good spacing on the CT peak. Don't just get mowed down as they come around the corner. And RPK even saves that all. Charges res down. Out through ramp come the remaining 3 for NIP. And while they have dealt with the first, there are a lot more bodies left to quell. Plopsky doubling down, but from above, they drop onto the last man. And it's Plopsky fighting to the last breath as he grabs that defuse. NIP up to 12, and the double drop. Fun don't stop down in that B bomb site, man.
Oh dear, the suffocation continues, choked out and slammed on the ground of Vitality right now inside of B.
Mate, that round as well, like, because it was so...
3.
That wasn't like suffocation in this...
Hunter finds the second. Conversion starting to come through for G2 now. And the rest of the team are going to reroute. Mousesport's trying to hit in towards A. Nice shot from Dexter, but I'm not sure they expect Nexa at this point. Tucked into the firebox. He's going to play for time. Acor actually manages to find another. And if Hunter swings, this gets awkward. NiKo's gone. Nexa, he's the last man. He's got 2. Trying to keep G2 alive in this matchup. Trying to keep their hopes of that top spot of Pro League alive. Carrying it on his back. Bomb is at his feet. And with 20 seconds left, he's got to deal with Acor on that AWP. 28 kills to his name. Time really starts to become an issue for the AWPer, and does he clear the close ramp angle? That's going to be the question. He's got no idea. Barrel spotted, 10 seconds. Nexa just going to tuck in, going to give the AWPer absolutely nothing. Double digits for G2. Nexa the hero in that round. They're going to need a... Very difficult for them to get anything done at all. Dexter does actually open things up, but Amanek not going to be expected. Gets one spray down onto Bemis, does a lot of work as well. They need a quick frag. Bemis is able to deliver it. That man advantage still there, but they're all groups. They do have a little bit of utility to work with. Smoke goes to the bomb, but Hunter finds the double kill, and that should be game over. Acor left in the 1-on-2, punished as he tries to get across to site. That's more like it from Hunter. 3 kills in the round. Starts to bring his stats up just a little bit. G2. Well,
this should be handled very easily. They weren't offered any chances to find some picks. There's one.
And the rotate is coming in nice, thick and fast. There's no way in. Great shot. Zero's provided one. Perhaps they're about to kick this door down. Would need another 30 seconds. Not going to be given. They know exactly where he is. He's been hitting some good shots, but they keep him honest with those deagles.
Yes, more than I think they were worth right there. That was some nice shots.
And don't forget that they really, really did not invest into that, so they're going to have every...
And Cloud9, no fear, no chill, pushing right down long, floppy crunching middle, catching s1mple early, and Bit does trade with a quick tap back. Is that going to be worth its weight, though, as Cloud9 is still coming in on this big flank? Na'Vi, if they commit now, they at least have B fairly free. Mezzy playing retake with the kit, and Na'Vi going to get a bomb plant with this quick flank from Cloud9 has been considered. It's been spotted, and Bit's dealing with it well. Second kill of the round. Electronic doesn't get to use his nades as he is caught from short, and now a 3-on-3 with Cloud9 coming in from all positions.
Yeah, very, very weird round, right? Shaping up here. Bit still responsible for this flank, and S-Tag is there. 2 in the round already. It's going to be needed to deliver us a little bit more. Taps them out, and now he's on for the ace. Oh, Bit! S1mple wasn't able to do it in the first half, but Bit's done it to open up the second. All 5 in the pistol with that P2. And Mark. Oh, the nades are brutal. We see that from S-Tag's POV. Watches the nade physically stop Mezzy in his tracks and delete him from the round. So now S-Tag, the harrowing memory of how this came to be a 1v3, has to try and do right by the rest of his team. S1mple up here in heaven, rotating down to CT, gonna join up with Electronic, fighting side by side to get control of this site. But a lot of time, a lot of respect given to S-Tag, and a lot of time ticked off this bomb. Now they tap it, but it's not the stick. They're not on it. S-Tag given more chances to fight. S1mple is the only guy with a kit, and right now he's pushing. I don't think there's time. There's not time. Yeah, that's a bit of a rough round, being real. If you're Na'Vi.
They don't even save the AWP.
Yeah, S1mple should have been on.